The power of action. If you're acting on it, you're already ahead. We have all heard it 1,000 times. Just act on it. It's cliche, but it's true. The idea is simple, almost too simple. But the weight of starting can feel like a giant mountain pressing down on you. The trick? Stop overcomplicating it and just take the first step. If you don't know where to start, then just do the next right thing that feels right to you. Any act that will make you feel productive. Any step, a small, imperfect, messy one if you have to. Because here's the thing, once you take that first step, you can build on it. You might find yourself stacking one small action on top of another until you're suddenly staring at a path you never could have planned. At best, it will lead you into your dream you want. At worst, it will still give you something valuable, a skill, a connection, an experience that can be leveraged later. How I learned this the hard way. I started out studying biochemistry. I hated biochemistry. But that decision, one I thought was a dead end, got me into McGill University. That led me to a part-time IT job at McGill. That job led me to a world of technology, and the rest is history. At the peak of my career in Montreal, I was a customer success director for a startup company. It was comfortable, secure, and I knew I had plateaued. The work was the same year after year. I didn't want to just ride the corporate ladder, I wanted to grow. So I pivoted. I left my job, moved to Boston, and pursued a master's in computer information system, something I wish I had studied from the start. The decision wasn't easy. It took me months of research, applications, and doubt. But it all started with one small step, a simple Google search. That search became Excel sheets, action items, and finally an offer letter. I invested my entire life savings, not into a house, but into myself, because I believe comfort is temporary, but growth is forever. My career is not a straight climb, it's a jungle gym. Every move, whether sideways or up, widens your view. The more you explore, the more likely you are to find what truly excites you. That's why I love traveling. Every place teaches me something new. Every culture expands my perspective. Growth isn't just about promotion. It's about making space for more possibilities in life. If you feel stuck, start small. One search, one call, one step. You never know where it might take you. The lesson? You never know where a step will take you. You have to take it. There's no point endlessly talking or thinking about it if you're not willing to act. The reward will come from any and every action you take to make your life just 1% better than it was when you woke up today. That reward can come in the form of confidence, pride, and momentum. One day you'll look back and realize you have been living what you now call the good old days. Even better, live your everyday life knowing that you will call it your good old day in the future. When I think about my accomplished years, they were the ones where I was acting with full confidence and unapologetically living life on my own terms. That's the standard I strive for every single day. Unapologetically myself. Embrace imperfection. A story about a math exam. No matter how small the act is, you have to act on it. Often we hold ourselves back because of imposter syndrome or feeling that our work isn't good enough. We'll dwell on tiny mistakes or worry we didn't do things perfectly. But here's the truth I learned the hard way. If you have put in the work and given your best shot, that's good enough. For instance, when I was trying my A-level math exam, I knew I'd done a great, except for one last math problem I couldn't finish. The anxious teenager me couldn't take it or handle it well. I cried and felt like I failed, completely forgetting all the good work I'd done. But guess what? I ended up scoring 97 out of 100. That experience taught me that even if your work isn't perfect, the fact that you gave it your best shot effort is what matters. The sooner you learn to appreciate your effort and believe in your capability, the more you'll embrace your whole self and trust that you can do it. Decide if it's actionable, then move. If you ever thought you can do anything about, let it go. If, but if you have a thought that can be acted on, even in the tiniest way, do it. Call that person, book that appointment, write the first paragraph, cook that healthy meal. Thinking won't get it done. Action will. And once you start, you'll naturally figure out how to improve, adapt, and make progress. Sometimes that first move will feel like climbing a mountain, but I promise once you take it, you'll find the path to the top. Don't wait for the full map. If you can't see every single step of the journey, it might be the right path for growth. The right path often reveals itself one step at a time. So each day, do at least one thing that makes you feel good, whether it's completing a piece of work, nourishing your body, or moving towards your dream. Producing something, creating something is infinitely more powerful than passively consuming. If you spend the day in social media for inspiration, make sure you turn that inspiration into action. Otherwise, it's just noise. You are unique in your own way, and the world can't wait to see what you have to offer. So stop the mindless scrolling that makes others rich. Do it for yourself. Anything will do. As long as you act on it, that helps you grow. Find your zone and protect it. Ever had those moments when you lose track of time because you're so immersed in it or in what you're doing? That's your zone. That's the work that fuels you. Outsource, delegate, or drop the task that pulls you out of it. Don't let fear of judgment, concerns about image, or the weight of what will people think hold you back. Some ideas will feel ridiculous. Some will scare you. Some will be misunderstood. Do them anyway. Because in the end, no one remembers the people who only thought about doing something. They remember the one who acted. So today, start. Take that smallest step you can and watch how it changes everything. This is Maisha Tarno, and thank you so much for listening to my blog post. I am so happy that you're here. Thank you.